Have you heard of it? I saw it. This is what I thought of it. What's up, Throttlers? Aristotle Full Throttle here, and I saw it today. It is a movie based on the Stephen King novel, It. Takes place in the town of Derry, Maine during the summer of 1988. And it revolves around 7 young kids who call themselves the Losers, who are all coming of age and come to terms with who they are, all while being stalked by a sewer clown named Pennywise, played by Bill Skarsgård. Not to be confused with Peter Sarsgaard. Skarsgård, Mouthguard, Pennywise, the dancing clown who feeds on the fear of children. You might remember way back in the day they actually made a TV movie based on it, and Tim Curry played Pennywise, the dancing clown. Now that was like a mini-series event, but in retrospect, it's kind of weak, but Tim Curry's still good though. Dude was in Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Annie, and Clue.
I'm not shouting!
My point is, Tim Curry is awesome. And because it's such an iconic character and a legendary performance, you kind of get the sense that the filmmakers really know that they have big clown shoes to fill. And whereas that version of It really revolved around the clown and the adult versions of the characters, this movie revolves around the kids in the town and how they all come together to fight their greatest fears, literally. But you know, imaginarily. Now, first of all, Pennywise the Clown is a classic horror villain. He's really difficult. I mean, he's like the mother of all horror movie tropes. So they really had to get this right. And this Pennywise is really creepy and unsettling. All of the scenes featuring Pennywise are really cool to look at, and they're pretty intense, very inventive. But I don't know if they're as scary as they are just really artfully done and grotesque. But that's still cool too. All of the kids do a great job acting in this movie. Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things really stands out. This is obviously in his wheelhouse because he just came off that successful series, Dude Can't Get Out of the 80s. And Sophia Lillis might just be the next Molly Ringwald, but better, because she was really authentic throughout. The movie definitely kept my attention the whole time, although I would have to say they almost had too high a budget. There's a lot of scenes that just seem overdone, like they did too many takes. So for the first half of the movie, there's a lot of stiff acting that kind of took me out of the movie a little bit, but as you get further and further into the story, and you go down that rabbit hole, I was on board about halfway through, and really wanted to see what happened. So if you're a fan of horror movies, this is probably as good as a horror movie can get. There are a lot of genuine thrills and scares in this movie, and Bill Skarsgård does a really good job. Even though he was the second choice to play Pennywise in this version of It, he really took up the mantle and did a good job. Although he might have a little bit of an accent, so there's a lot of overdubbing that kind of took me out again from the movie. But between Bill Skarsgård's physicality and his talent and all of the special effects, there's such an otherworldly freakishness that goes on in this movie, which is just really well done. And I did read the book It. It very much feels like a Stephen King movie based on a Stephen King book. So if you're already a fan of it, you will not be disappointed by it. And that's why I give this movie 4 froze out of 5. It's kind of like Stand By Me with Freddy Krueger and the Goonies. I always found in life that if something scares you, take a step back, take a look at it, and move toward it, because maybe on the other side of that fear is what you've been looking for all along. It's what we do in the face of fear that defines our character. Unless what you're seeking is a ham sandwich that's on the other side of a grizzly bear, then I would recommend you run away. Well, that's my review. How about you? Let me know in the comments below if you want to see this new It, or if you like the old It with Tim Curry, and what's your favorite scary movie involving clowns? Mine happens to be Killer Clowns from Outer Space by the Chiodos Brothers. And Chiodos is also a rock band. There's some trivia for you to chew on. Remember to like and share these videos, and if this is your first time here, subscribe to this channel. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro in the know with the fro, and I'll see you later. Send in the clowns. Yes, that's the name of an actual movie, so do yourself a favor and check it out. Do yourself a flavor. Clowns.